Guys, it is so hot here in Chicago, but I mean, for winter time, it's like 50 degrees. I'm going to get some food because I have been in, because I've not been feeling good, women issues, and I'm feeling much better. But I was talking to somebody, and we were talking about the problems that Americans have versus the world. And I will say that we as Americans have so much privilege. I mean, there are issues that we have here that are different than other countries. Like, I will say specifically, racism in America, it's not, I mean, other countries have racism, but the way that it's entrenched into our culture here because of immigration, because of the fact that other people have come here, and then we have colonizers that still implement those same tactics in a modern way. That's a whole other thing. But I just think that, especially because the number one issue of the world is poverty, it's how much people are making and how much they're not making. America, we have minimum wage here, and the thing I will say is, like, you know, first of all, I want to make a disclaimer, like, I can't compare the differences between countries in the sense of, like, one's better than the other. It's just my perception of things. And also, you have to understand that just because I'm a black person of privilege. I'm light skinned, I'm educated, I am, you know, pretty self-sufficient. So I always want to acknowledge that. And there are places in America that have immense poverty because of the fact that we don't have a very balanced economic system here, in the sense that we don't have free healthcare. People are literally living paycheck to paycheck because of, you know, the fact that if they want to buy a house or something, like, they can't afford it because minimum wage doesn't pay for that. But there are other countries, like, that they just can't afford shit. And that they sometimes can't even go out to do things. I mean, in America, even if you're poor in many places, you can at least go out and, like, walk around and be poor. And you can't do that in so many other countries. Oh my God, it's the cat. Is that a possum? Is that a cat or a possum I'm looking at? I don't know if you guys see this, but I might be... Nope, that's a possum. We're gonna go this way. There's a possum up there. Though, like, I'm not afraid of animals, but Chicago animals have been introduced to pollution. I will ignore them because I understand how much a fucked up food system getting into us messes us up. So I can't imagine how much that messes an animal up. So I just let animals be. So first of all, there's a possum, and then there's a little dog. You know, I came this way because there's a possum over there, and now I see a little dog. This is a much better option, though, than the possum. Hi, baby. Look at your little jacket. It's cuter than mine. Hi. I know they have the cutest outfits. But yeah, yeah, you too. But no. So people from, like, different countries, especially people who are from poor countries, like, there's some women who, if they go outside, they just can't even go outside to breathe. Like, I'm not even talking about COVID times. At least in America, like, I don't know any state in America that you can't go outside and just be yourself. There's so much freedom here in America that I think we take for granted because of the way of life here, where it's like we always want more, and also because of the imbalance. But there is so much that we have here that other people are literally dying to have. And I think about that. I really, really, really think about that. And it makes me proud to be an American, like, you know, in that sense. And there are people who are coming on boats and coming, you know, illegally here because they don't have rights in their country. Like, people don't want to leave their country if they love their country. They leave. Most people leave because if they don't leave, they're not going to survive. So, or they want their kids to survive, or their family, or even themselves. Like, people come here for a better life, and it's not always better in the sense of, like, they're like, oh, I didn't know America had these issues. But at least some people come here and they're like, well, at least I can walk outside and not fear for my life. And that is why I'm proud to be in America. Even though all the other shit, like, I am proud of that. So that's all I want to say.